whole woman listeners. We are back with another amazing show. And not only do you have me, Rachel,
You have me, Kim.
sounding like a 999 sex worker because she's sick.
Not sick, just, stuffy.
Yeah, thanks to little children, you got sick.
I think I would never blame my grandson for anything,
I
but
didn't say your grandson, I said little children.
yeah, I picked him up on Friday. I had a great weekend. I woke up on Monday feeling like I had been run over by a dump truck. No, wait, a street cleaner, because my throat felt like somebody had like run a bristle brush inside of it. It was awful. Now it's just yuck and
Yeah,
just
well,
deep
you
sick.
sound sexy as hell. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. 'Tis the season, right? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Dreaded thanks. All
Oh,
the things, right?
yeah,
All the things.
all
So,
the
you know, I feel like I love autumn, like you love autumn. But just like everything, like once autumn comes, then the busy comes. And October's just kind of ramping up. It's okay, and it feels festive and fun, and pumpkin everything shows up, like your pumpkin coffee cake. And I made a pumpkin creamer. It was delicious.
pumpkin smoothie.
Oh, pumpkin smoothie. Um,
Mhm.
but then by the time you hit Thanksgiving, it's like the anticipation of all the busy kicks in. And oh my gosh, I got to go to the store, and who's going to come, and who's going to show up, and who's not going to show up, and who did I forget to invite? And oh, there's a smudge on my wall. I got to clean something I wasn't thinking about, or the plumbing backs up, and you got to call a plumber because you got people coming, and you can't go down to one bathroom, with anyway, all the things.
My God.
And then in the midst of all of that, like for me, I kind of settle in and I'm enjoying some comfort food and slow cooking and maybe baking bread more than I was before. And I go to pull on my favorite pair of jeans and it's just like, gosh. And I don't have a scale, so I don't get on the scale. But I know that my body's changed a little bit because my pants are tight. And it always happens to me when I've got an event coming up. And then I start to feel frumpy and
Mm-hmm.
dumpy and bad about myself during a
Mm-hmm.
time of year when I should be feeling really great.
Yeah. I think that, I mean, again, this is the story we've been telling ourselves as women for, millennia, generations, every single year. So you have to, when those thoughts come up, that's what we talk about all the time is having the new reel right there. When the old tapes start, you have new tapes. And like I told you on the last show, they make really cute pull-on jeans now, honey. So you don't have to button or zip anything. So
Uh,
invest in a pair of those. Khloe Kardashian's line, All American or Good American, sorry, Khloe. Good American have pull-on jeans and they're very comfy, very cute. So there you
I'm
go.
on it. I'm on it. But in the
Good.
meantime, so that's okay. So let's just go there. One, do you feel like this? Do you go through this too, or is it just me?
It's not just you, but
Okay.
I don't do this to myself anymore. A, because I just don't want to.
Mhm.
And B, like I realized a while ago how much those thoughts steal my joy.
Mhm.
And again, but you have to also understand your lifestyle is very different than mine. You have a big family. I don't. So I don't have those pressures of people coming to my house and having Thanksgiving. So that does help with that mindset quite a bit. I don't know, are you hosting this year?
Whoever's here, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And it's not like that it's fancy, and I don't have to pull out the silver and polish it up, and set out the china. I do use the china now because it was my grandmother's and she never used it, and then my mother never used it. And so I figure I might as well use it because by the time I die, nobody's gonna want it. So, anyway, so it'll be fancy just because Kim wants it that way. But you bring up a good point with the jeans. So let's go there. When you're feeling ugh, whether it's because the holiday's coming or you've had enough, or you get invited to a party that you know you should go to, but you really don't want to. Changing what you wear can be like the first step to feeling festive again, right? So
Beautiful.
right,
Let's be real. Feeling
right,
beautiful.
right. I agree. And those jeans, that's the first step, right? I mean, dress the body that you're in right now. Don't dress the body
Yes.
that you had last year or the one you're dreaming about. Don't, I mean, like the whole holiday thing is full of food and drink and joy. And in my mind, Spanx have no place in any of those. Um, so put on something that feels good, but feels pretty, right? Dress it up. What's
Yeah.
your favorite thing? You look great today, by the way. I mean, that's a great color on you.
Thank you.
I love when you wear bright colors with your dark hair. And I mean, so like you
With
dress,
my sweat shorts on the bottom. Yeah. That's ideal. A cute top with my sweats on. That's what you're getting.
no,
Yeah.
but you look beautiful. I wouldn't know you had sweats unless you told me. So, so you wear bright colors a lot.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, do you wear them because somebody told you to, or do you wear them because they make you feel good?
It's definitely the latter. I think if any one of our amazing listeners is a New York lady, you know that our color is black, never anything else. Maybe a little pop of color with our bag or our shoes or a scarf or a coat, but always black. Oh yeah, New York City ladies, you know what I'm talking about. And when I moved here, I decided, and partially that was because black, we were always told, is very slimming. It goes with everything. But for me, it was really about how I looked in color. I didn't like it. Even at my smallest, I did not think that I looked good in color. And when I have started this whole mission of loving my body and loving myself, I decided color was going to become a new thing. Now, do I still love my black? Oh, yeah. Do I still have a hard time wearing different color bottoms? I sure do. But tops and coats and other things, I definitely feel more comfortable wearing color.
Mm,
It took some time though.
yeah. And when I owned the gym, again, like you were saying, when I was in my very smallest, I wore black all the time. As
Hmm.
I don't know if I was trying to disappear into the night or what the deal was, but I mean, like my whole wardrobe was black. And then um 2021, I got my colors done. And it's not like it changed my life, but it changed my life because now I don't have to wonder. I can order things online or I can pop into a store and I don't even go to the black anymore because it's not one of my colors. And now that I know that brown is, right,
Yeah.
or certain shades of blue or gray, they just make me feel better
So
than
what
I
did
ever
you
did.
get qualified at? Are you a winter? Are you what
I'm an
like
autumn. I'm an
you're
autumn.
an autumn. Okay, so can you wear oranges?
I can. Yeah. I can wear orange. Pink is really not in my, I can wear dusty rose. I don't get pinks. I don't get bright blues, but I get like crazy lime green and orange and yellows and brown and so I can mix and match and whatever. But yeah, I think I think the key, whether it's bright or whether it's right, it's in putting something on yourself that feels good and makes you like lifts you up.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes like both of us, we get on and we chat a little bit before we start recording and we're both like the lipstick thing.
Yeah.
Lipstick can be like an instant make me
Yeah,
feel better, you know?
for sure.
Anything else for you? I mean, like mascara. I mean, there are just some things that I do when I'm feeling really about myself. If I throw on a coat of mascara and I throw on a little bit of lip color, and whether I brush my hair or wrap it up, I mean, just something to make me feel different than I did in that moment of, ugh.
I do hear what you're saying, but I think we're trying to get to the point where we don't feel that way anymore, right?
Mhm.
And it's a challenge, of course, because we were in that mindset for so many years. But, and maybe it's my age. I'm going to be 54 not next month, sorry, December. I'm in the F it version of my life right now, where it's not that I don't want to be feel beautiful or shower or care what I look like because of course I do.
Mhm,
But I also am not doing it to impress. I'm not doing it because I feel like the society expects it of me. I do it because I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel good. I want to be comfortable wherever I'm going. So I really would hope that for yourself, not, I'm not speaking directly to you, but just women in general, that every day you just figure out a way to tell yourself, I'm enough. I am beautiful. I
mhm,
am all the things that you worry about not being.
mhm, mhm. I love that. And I agree 100%. So when I throw on a different color or I throw on some mascara or some lipstick, it's so I feel better. I mean, it's you look at me and you think, "Oh, she looks terrible." That's on you. That's your men, not you. You know what I'm saying. A
Of
person.
course, of course.
That's on them because shame on them for even having an opinion about me. But there are just days where I feel not engaged, not in it.
Mm,
And sometimes just those little pick me ups make me happy, you know? So,
agreed.
yeah,
There's a famous quote, and a lot of women, I'm sure, have heard it, but what other people think of you is none of your business.
yeah.
And I also think that if you remember that when you are in a group of other women, or you're in a group of new people, or you're out at the grocery store and you feel that self-conscious feeling, just tell yourself that. Like, whatever they're thinking about me is their version.
Mhm.
It's not your truth.
Right,
I know
right.
I'm getting deep. I'm gonna have a sip of smoothie. Maybe that'll
Okay.
lighten me up.
No, but and that kind of slips into the next thing that I want to talk about. You know, if the season begins to feel overwhelming, which it can, whether you've got a lot of family or you don't have a ton of family around, whatever it is, it just feels busy or like there's expectations
Mhm.
surrounding this time of year. You know, I start my day off the same way every day. And I'd love to know about like your wake up routine. Do you yeah, tell us, because I don't have any idea what you do when you get out of bed, but or how it sets you moving forward in your day, you know? So tell us what you do.
The minute my eyes open and I'm conscious, I say thank you. Whether it's the universe, God, wherever, I just say thank you because it's another day that I get to enjoy this life. And it really does set your intention for the day. I know that's such an overused expression, but I remember what it was like to wake up. I will never forget this story, and I think it's so valuable to share that I was so unhappy and so sad and so not comfortable in my own skin that when I would wake up in the morning and hear birds chirping, I used to get pissed and like get angry. Really. And when I made a conscious effort that I was going to work on myself and be happy, which I always wanted, that get waking up every morning and just saying thank you for
Mm,
another day really changed my attitude. And there are some mornings where I do wake up in kind of like a frenzy if I didn't sleep well or something's going on or whatever. But if I just remember to say thank you, I know that I can deal with whatever's coming.
hmm I love that.
What
So
about you, my
next,
friend?
what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was asking you. I'd love to hear your morning, Rich.
I wake up and I drink a glass of water and I brew myself a cup of coffee. I try not to turn any lights on. I just keep it all quiet. And I go and I settle into a place and light a candle. And I too say thanks. And then I write and I just get all of the crap out of my head. All of
Hmm.
it. Yesterday's good things, bad things, all things. What I got to do today, a recipe I thought of, a blog post I thought of, a great post I thought of, a topic for a podcast with Rachel I thought of. Just I clear for like 20 minutes and then I write prayer. I because I have a hard time staying focused when I'm just thinking, I'm not going to sit in my living room and speak out loud. I suppose I could because who would know? My husband's always asleep, but I lose track of my thoughts, and so I write my prayers, and then I get on with my day.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think it's important to start your day with a little alone time. I really do. And of course, I am speaking from no experience of having children ever, or even a dog that demands your morning attention. So, but I just think even if it's 5 minutes that you give yourself to breathe, like today's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. Um, so as you move forward throughout the day and like do you live by a plan or do you live by your calendar or do you have a life? I know that you have a business, but like me, you don't report to someone and clock in from time to this time,
Right,
right?
right, right,
So
right.
so being self-employed, we have um the blessing but also the curse of choosing our schedule. So, do you live by your calendar or do you just kind of
I'm
go with
not
the
at that
flow?
point. I'm not at that point where I need to do that yet. And it's all about when you do start a business, like you said, I'm grateful every day that I don't have to go to a 9 to 5. I am so grateful for that. But also learning how to manage your time and how to use it wisely is still something I'm learning. And I think that there are a few things that I would like to do every day. I want to go on my walk. I want to start my morning with peace and quiet. And but I'm still learning how to manage my everyday, if that makes sense.
Hmm. It does. And I find that like I have a list of things I want to accomplish, but I don't go through the whole thought process of how I'm going to do that, right? And so sometimes it's great because everything just happens and I get to the end of the day and it's like, how did that happen? Small miracle in my life. And then other times I get to the end of the day and I think, what did I accomplish?" And and it moves on to the next thing. Sometimes I think our frustration with this time of year is that we feel like we're not in control of our time with the invitations or the delays or I don't know whether it's travel plans or waiting on someone else to fulfill their part of the plan. Um, I just feel like sometimes I'm not in control of my time. So like Thanksgiving is typically just you and your hubby. Say you're going to have an event. You're going to have a cocktail party or you're going to have I don't know, whatever, a Friendsgiving event. How do you how do you preserve your daily time, the things you need, the quiet time in the morning and your walk? How do you protect those when you're have other outside forces coming at you?
That's a great question. It's just for me such a ingrained part of my morning now, and that it doesn't take up so much time. And when I do have a busier week that I've got something going on every day, I either schedule it later in the day so I still have my time, or if that's just not possible, then I rearrange my days I mean, I'm always kind of reinventing my workout schedule because I never want it to be something that I resent. I want it to always be something I look forward to. So I just changed that up recently, knowing that these next couple months could be busier for me. And I just do my best to stick with that. But at the same time, if it just doesn't work out and I have to do something 3 days in a row and I get kind of lost in that mix, I just have to say, next week is a new week. And I think a lot of times when people who are consistent exercisers like you and I, when that gets disrupted, it's like everything goes to shit because we haven't worked out in 2 or 3 days. But I also remind myself that it takes 30 minutes to go get a walk in. I can find 30 minutes in a day. Even if it's later than I would like, I still can do it. Or I tell myself that, and the truth is, exercise is cumulative. It's not like all my gains are going to be lost because I haven't worked out in 3 days.
Right.
And that was something that used to freak me out.
Hmm.
Oh my God, I can't do that. I can't do this. I have to go to the gym. I have to work out. I can't miss a workout.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking about those days myself where I would like not even take a vacation and miss a day. It's like, no, I don't need sleep. Well, yes, you do. You need rest. You need comfort. And sometimes other people's schedules just not get in the way, but to preserve my own sanity, I let some things go. Like I might just not work out for a couple of days. I've tried to start looking at things like this is what I have to do, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm willing to miss. And
Yeah.
again, I'm a work in progress because I have a really hard time not just painting on a smile and going to things that I really don't want to do.
Right. I think that's more unhealthy than we recognize.
Mhm.
To be sitting in a space, a room full of people, or an event, or whatever it is that your initial reaction is like, ugh, I don't want to do that. I would just invite people to start listening to that. You're not missing out on anything if you're going there with shit energy and
Yep.
you're not really being present. You're just thinking about when the hell can I duck out and go home? So
Mhm.
why?
Mhm.
Why? And I think that for some of us who grew up feeling that if you say yes to something, you're obligated to do it. And I'm not saying to be a flake either. I think there's such a whatever. I'm not, you
No,
know.
keep going. Keep going.
I just think that there's a difference between saying no to everything and then saying yes to everything. I think they're both not going to bring you the peace and the rest that you're looking for. Say things to the things that sound really fun and that excite you and that you want to do,
Mhm.
and say no to the rest. I mean, that's just kind of what I'm doing my best to live by these days.
And I've learned there's sometimes when I would say yes to things and then just not have what it took to show up. I mean, like they were better off without the yes. And I feel like it's a better reflection of who I want to be to just be honest up front and say, I don't have the time or the capacity or the energy for this. So thank you. Think of me next year, or think of me next time, or sure, I'd love to be on this committee, but I just can't do this one too, or whatever the thing is. Be
Mhm.
honest with people rather than, I mean, I think that's the difference between taking care of yourself and being a flake because so many people want to say yes to everything, but then eventually they can't do it.
Yeah,
It's not even it's a choice. It's a physical and a mental and emotional reality that you crack and you can't do it anymore. So, um,
agreed.
I think it's important to be upfront with people.
I
And
do too. And plus, the stress of thinking of an excuse
mhm,
is even more nerve-wracking than forcing yourself to go to the actual event. Just be honest.
right.
I don't feel like it. Thank you, though.
Yeah,
Or I mean, there's a pal here I have, and she's like, "Let's go downtown and listen to live music." I was like, "I'm not the one, honey. You have to ask someone else. I would rather do anything else than sit and listen to live music. It's too loud. There's too many people for me, and there's 9 out of 10 times I don't like your music."
right. Right. Oh no, I'm with you. So to kind of like sum all this up, right? We're at that time
Mm-hmm.
of year where everyone expects joy. Everyone expects you to be excited and ready to go, ready to party, ready to do all the things. And the simple fact is it's not always going to be. So when you're not feeling it, you have some options. You can put on your big girl pants and throw on some lipstick. And if you want to, try to get in the mood. Try to, I mean, if that's the direction you want to go, then do it and do it well, right? Don't go to an event with your frumpy dumpy mood and bring everybody else down. If you're going to show up, roll out the red carpet and go and have a great time. If that's not where you can get to, don't be afraid to be honest and just say, I don't have the capacity today, you know? I think it preserves friendships, it preserves your credibility as a person, and it takes care of your heart and your own self wellness.
I agree with that. And don't feel guilty if you really just, so that whatever the event is, just does not sound like that would be something you would enjoy.
I agree.
It's
Frog.
okay. I know, you're so sexy. It's okay to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't have FOMO. There's no such thing as FOMO.
No, no,
There really isn't.
no,
Oh
there's
my God, do
not.
we
And
sound like
social media could tell you otherwise, though. So if you make the decision to not go and you see great pictures, don't feel bad about it. Just tell yourself maybe next year I can join
yeah,
too, if it's right for you next
yeah.
year, you know? Let your decisions stick, man, and either have fun or stay home.
You're getting this advice from two homebodies.
True that, friend.
Cheers to that.
Yes. Well, I am super excited because we're going to talk a little bit about next time we get together, we're going to talk about how to be a good guest. And so when you do accept the invitation or when you do enter someone's space, how to do it in a way that helps them, honors their space, and makes them want to invite you back again. So this has
But
been
before we sign off today, don't you have a special message for someone?
I do. I do. I'm so excited. Finally, like we've been talking to you guys, listen to the podcast and like and share. And people have been listening and liking and sharing. And this morning, as I was writing and getting it all out, I was telling Rachel my phone made this crazy noise. It was like ka-ching, and I'm like, "What is this?" And one of you, Robin, reached out and ordered my book and ordered my journal. And I was so excited, so excited. So thank you, listeners. And it's not even about the sale. It's just about that someone listened to us and was curious and maybe wanted to be our friends.
Definitely want to be our friends for
Yes.
sure. So
Yeah.
thank you, Robin, for listening.
Yes, thank you. Your book is in the mail. I did it right before we got on. So, all right, friends. We'll be back next week. And like Robin, like us, listen to us, and
Refer us to your girly girls
share with a friend. Take care.
next time.
Bye.